I played through Beacon Pines 2 times to be able to give you an honest opinion about should you buy Beacon Pines by Dan. Hey, that's me. Beacon Pines is finally released on the 22nd of September and yours truly got the chance to experience this cute storybook type of adventure. The game revolves around the game's main protagonist Luka and his friends as he tries to uncover the truth about what's happening in the small town of Beacon Pines. Think of it like a mix of Winnie the Pooh meets Stranger Things with a sprinkle of Twin Peaks and The Goonies. And if you got all those references, you and I can be best friends. So if you ever wonder how a crossover like that would look like, I would feel developer Hiding Spot Games are onto something truly unique. I for one are glad they took the turn-based prototype Luka and made it into the game it is today. They claim that this is their most ambitious project so far, and after checking out both Flipping Legend and Ephemerid, their previous award-winning games, I have to agree with that statement. If you are hoping for a game with intricate puzzles and hard riddles, I have to be the bearer of bad news. Instead, you are moving forward into this vibrant story only needing directional controls and one button to take action. One of the game's biggest storytelling elements are the collectible word charms, there to give you options on how to alter the story and the fate of the characters in the game. Together with the Chronicles tree, you can try out different charms to unlock new paths of this particular branching story. Branching? Tree? Get it? Okay, I'll see myself out. I think they work pretty well to get you as a player to feel more a part of how the story plays out, even if in the end you will find an acceptable ending if you just continue to play, unless you give up on one of the bad endings, which I think is highly unlikely scenario for most players. I mean, who does that? If you decide to replay a chapter, you can jump to where you last left off so you don't have to replay whole parts of the same story, and I think that is a great way to save people a lot of time and frustration. The developer's best move is by far their brilliant step off going to Kickstarter to find extra funding. That enabled them to move forward and hire a really good voice actor. And they got Kirsten Mice, and I can't stress this enough. This makes the whole experience 100 if not 1,000 times better. The nuances and emotions she delivers are together with the small details like keeping a tiny inhale before a new sentence is presented, worthy of any professional audiobook.
Luka could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile?
And if you have played any indie game with rough voice acting, you know I'm right on this topic. It is also her voice that gives life to the story, with all the other characters that are incredibly beautiful drawn speak in a made-up kind of language. And I don't think it would have been better with voice actors, since that would take away the whole cozy feeling of being part of someone reading a great story to you. The game is said to take around 5 to 7 hours to complete, and that is pretty accurate since I spent around 5.5 hours for my first playthrough, and a little more the second time around with all the fishing I did. Dangerously fun activity. Childish humor is of course included, but for some part of the game I feel you have to be a teenager at least to understand the emotional nuances of the game. As for replayability, I think you will play this once and perhaps return to get all the achievements just to make peace with yourself. But I can still see this being a game to play once a year for its interesting way of storytelling. Marvel fans will be delighted to know that waiting for the end screen credits to complete includes an extra surprise. I say buy the game if you like cozy and cute storytelling with many stories that feel both relatable and genuine, and you will in return get a game that will fit right into any chill autumn Sunday gaming session and stay with you long after you're done playing it. But don't buy the game if you're looking for jump scares, ultra creepy gameplay and complex puzzles, neither if you expect a 20-hour story to dive into. So now I think it's time to hear your opinion about the game, so drop a comment below what you think of the game and what are your expectations. I'm Dan, and it's been a pleasure showing you this game. I have another video that I think that will fit you coming right up, so stay tuned.